Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I am doing the update to Colourpan. This was created by Misty. Danny helped her come up with the name for it. I think it's such a clever name. It's a monthly rolling style project. On the 18th of every month is the updates and it is a year-long project. 3 to 6 items in or around, and the goals are up to ourselves, so it can be hit pan, it can be usage, it can be finish, whatever your goal is works. Personally, I just want to try and get as much use out of these products as I can. What I have learned so far from this project, I don't love Colourpop products. I know that's a slightly controversial thing to say because they seem to be slightly the darling of the makeup world in a way. I suppose because they were the first to really make a good formula accessible maybe, and a good price point, and they were innovative for their time. Now I feel like they're just, I don't even look to see what they're coming out with anymore because it's just never ending. Every week there's new repackaged, it seems as well, products coming out. So, and I just find all of these products that I'm about to show you, I don't find myself reaching for them organically. I'm very much, because they're in a project, is the only reason they're getting used. Let me get into the update. I won't lie, it's not a stellar update, but I do have one item that I'm really pleased with. I didn't update this last month, and that's because I was sick and yada yada yada, but the usage definitely took a hit because of that, because I very much rotate through my projects and the products that are in them, all the P's, and I didn't rotate this one. I just didn't, because it didn't get an update. And anyway, drive on, Ruth. First and foremost is the Lippy Pencil in BFF. Look, at a lot of these things as well are my own fault because I just picked the wrong shades. But it's just, when I order from Colourpop, it's quite hard for me to order from Colourpop. It takes a long time to get here, and there's customs involved, etc. And it just, it's not worth the hassle for me, basically. And you know, you don't get to see obviously what you're ordering. You're just assuming that it might suit you. This is it here. The shade, I'm not a massive fan of the shade either. It's quite brown and not necessarily a preferred shade on me personally. I just don't think it suits me that well. So it does go on under other things. I've only used it 9 times since I started this project on January the 18th. Have to up my uses. So yeah, that is that one. Next is, I made a little eyeshadow quad of what I thought would be fairly standard kind of shades. So these are them here. I hope you can see. This is the exciting part of the update. I have hit pan on this shade. Yes, I know it's a cream and they're fairly easy to use, but sure, look, that's not the point. The point is I've hit pan. Huzzah! I have used that one 15 times. I've used this one 5 times, this one 4 times, and this one 4 times. I don't particularly love any of them. I thought they'd just be great kind of transition shades and stuff like that, but they're just, I don't know, the tone of them just isn't a favourite. I have glitter all over me. Of course I do. I was just done my Pandas eyeshadows update before this one, and one of the shades obviously is just, you probably can't even see it, but it was just, there's glitter all over my hands. So obviously I am rolling out that cream shade because I've now hit pan it, or maybe I'll leave it in and see if I can finish it. I'll see. But my goal is met on that, shall we say, and now these 3 I want to try and hit pan on if I can at all. Next up is the lipstick that I have in, and this is a Velvet Blur, I think it's called, and the shade is Oasis. This is it here. It was brand new when I rolled it in. Hasn't got much use, let's be honest. Although, I do have 16 uses on it. That is it there. It's quite a pretty shade. I don't love it on my lips. I have it on today, and even with a gloss over, it's very drying, I have to say. But I love it as a blush. It's a beautiful shade of blush, and especially for the spring summer, I think it's going to be gorgeous, and I'm going to be really kind of, that'll be my main usage with it, will be for a blush. Very, very pretty as a blush. Really like it. What I don't like as a blush is the actual blush. This is the, actually no, I'll come back to it. This next item, because I'll go by what's on my pages here, is the Colourpop BFF Cream Gel Liner in the shade Big Splash. I'm not going to roll it up and show you what length it is, because we all know these are notorious for breaking. But that is the shade there. Very pretty shade. I've only used it twice to date. I do have it in my lower lash line today. Going forward, it's a summer colour for me, a spring summer colour, so I will definitely get use out of this, and I knew that when I brought it in January, that chances are I wasn't going to use it much until coming into the summer months. So going forward, I think we'll see it getting a bit more use. Also is the Super Shock Shadow Ultra Metallic in Cattitude. I have a bit of a dip going in it, if you can see it. You see the bit of a dip? So I am getting my uses on it. I have used it 6 times to date. I just don't, I was chatting with Shelley from Unapologetically Shelley, and I was saying that because it's not in a palette, I'm just not drawn to single shadows. It's just the way I am. I'm drawn to palettes and using predominantly one palette if I can to do a look. I just don't find myself wanting to reach for something like this, and it is very pretty. I do have it on the eyelids today, if you can see it. Gives a beautiful shimmer and shine. This is it here, and it's nicer than some of the other Colourpop Super Shocks that I have, in that the base colour in it is lovely. It's not just a topper shade, but I don't get the fuss with them. I know some people adore them. I know more and more people are saying they don't, that they're kind of like, yeah, they're all right. But yeah, look it, we'll get pan in it. I suppose I bought one of those packs that they did. It was like a solid kind of box, and there was 9, I think, in it. Instead of just buying 2 or something, but like, it was a good offer and a good deal, and I really wanted to try them, and I thought I'd love them. It is what it is. We are where we are. Last but by no means least is the Super Shock Cheek Satin Formula in the shade Birthday Suit. This is it here. Thank you to everyone for all the tips on how to use this. A few people recommended this. Amy, Melissa, Charity, a few different people kind of said to use a stipple brush for the blush. Brush. So this is what I've been using for it, and yes, it does work much better. And we are getting a little bit of a dip going in it, but again, I just don't love it. It's nothing that's knocking my socks off at all. I have 8 uses so far. It is the blush I have on today. I know it's always hard to see blush in these with this lighting and that, but it's pretty. You know, I can make it work, but I don't love it. I wouldn't go out of my way to get another one. And that's just the way it is. I'm going to shut up about it now. But that is my update for Colourpan. Yes, it's not the most exciting, but look, we do have a pan. Let's look at that pan again, guys. Let's get a real good look at it. You know, let's look at the highlight of this project so far. I think some of these things I knew coming into it, especially these two, that they'd be more summer kind of products, and that's fine. I'm disappointed that I don't like this more. But just whatever it is in the tone, I just, when I put it on, I'm not in love with it. But yeah, there's my swatches. And that is it for today's update. How are you getting on with this? I'm sorry, this seems very flat, and I do apologise, but I'm just disappointed that I haven't had more progress in them. I need to up the ante, get focused with this project, and really start to get some use on them. And just kind of find a way to love them. That's it. That's the thing. I need to find a way to love them, because otherwise they just need to get decluttered out. I'm not hate panning. I'm not here to hate pan people. I'm just not. If I can find an alternative way to use them and enjoy them, fantastic. thrilled to bits to do that. But I'm not going to hate pan. I'm just not. But that's it for today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for the negativity, and I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.